Thank you for coming to our community this evening, Dr. Kitts. As I walk through the community of Fort Erie, I walk on the sacred ground of the Aboriginal people of this community who have lived here for over 10,000 years. And as I do so, I'm reminded of the things that are sacred to many of us. For those of us gathered here this evening, the place that is sacred to us is our hospital, the Douglas Memorial Hospital. Whatever our own personal connection to this site is, we all share memories of a place we know we cannot live without. Having been a teacher in the greater Fort Erie area for 33 years and a volunteer in the not-for-profit sector for 25 years, I feel I know the needs of this community well. Theory and practice in community health suggests that planning is best done by those individuals who will be there and be the recipients of or affected by the resulting programs, policies, and services. Allow me to present a question, an invitation, and a solution. My question to you, Dr. Kitts, is how well do you know Fort Erie, its needs and its people? Did you know that the Fort Erie Native Friendship Centre is one of the largest Native centres in all of Ontario? It employs over 50 people to serve the needs of a very large Native population in our community. Native leaders will tell you that 80% of their population have diabetes and 80% live below the poverty line. They will also tell you that in the absence of real intermunicipal public transportation, families rely solely on our hospital, and without it, many would simply not seek medical care. Did you know that recent data from Stats Canada reveals that Niagara has one of the lowest average incomes in Ontario, with Fort Erie Crystal Beach at the bottom? Many of our residents depend on community agencies for food, formula, gas vouchers, and other basic needs to survive. Knowing this, how do we define reasonable access for the child with an asthma attack at 3 a.m. whose parents live in Fort Erie and cannot afford a car? Does this child deserve a different level of health care than the child with asthma that lives in St. Catharines? Did you know that Fort Erie is the largest border crossing for refugees in all of Canada, larger than Pearson Airport in Toronto? Did you know that the HIP will negate 6 years of health care planning to implement a migration health center at our border, and that the implications of this are provincial and national in scope? The question I leave with you, Dr. Kitts, is this: how can the Niagara Health System put forward a hospital improvement plan that fails to meet the needs of our community? Where was the NHS consultation with physicians, healthcare professionals, patients, and the community? For the citizens of Fort Erie, the HIP currently represents planning for a community, not planning with a community. We have already sacrificed the autonomy of the fiscal health of the Douglas Memorial in the forced amalgamation with the NHS, and we are not prepared to sacrifice anything more, especially not the health of our residents. The invitation I leave with you, Dr. Kitts, is this. Come and spend a few days with us, and I will personally take you on a journey through this community. Listen to the voices and the experiences of our people. We all know that planning is most successful if those asked to make the changes are included in the process. Our community has a solution. Our solution is, I feel, and so does the community, that Dr. Patricia Teal's proposal should be our new beginning. Dr. Teal knows our community. She's lived here her entire life. Just as you gained insight from your Ottawa experience, where surely you would not have asked Almont and Kemptville hospitals to close, I ask you to use the wisdom and the expertise of Dr. Patricia Teal and please implement her proposal. Thank you.